Hello everybody, we are the Geeks and Degenerates. I am Enzo, this is my forever co-host Jum. Today we talk about The Dark Knight to wrap up our critically acclaimed lineup, and since Superman should be out by the time we release this, we can't do Superman right now, so why not talk about his opposite, which is the Batman. But yeah, before getting into the plot somewhat and the facts, did you see this as a kid for the people who are new here?
I don't think I saw it in theaters. All I remember is watching like you go through like a Panasonic or like any like electronics store. They would always have the robbery scene
Yeah.
showing as a display on TV. So I'm just like, it's a good movie. And then like I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll just when I had like my whole Batman phase in my teenage years, it's like, yeah. I'm watching every single fucking Batman movie now.
I saw this like right after the Avengers because I never saw it in theaters too, and then after the Avengers, I'm like, what does DC have? Huh? And then I see this and I'm like, oh fuck, just shut the fuck up, because it's pretty good. Still a lot better than a lot of modern comic book movies, sadly, because too much CGI and overworked staff and too much comedy. I'm just like, I think I'm getting superhero fatigue. But back in 2012, I was like, all right, I got the Avengers and the Dark Knight. Life couldn't get any better. And the Dark Knight Rises came out like a few months after I saw this, so I'm like, oh cool, my memory's fresh to see the ending of the trilogy. But yeah, as I told you before we started filming, we were not going to go too deep into the plot because everybody and their mother has talked about this movie on YouTube and sung its praises. So it's our turn to sing our praises for the second time. But yeah, I said before, Batman Begins is my favorite standalone Batman movie and my favorite of the trilogy because it does focus on Batman. Because when you go to Dark Knight, it's just Heath Ledger's show, and you're like, I can't take my eyes off you. Like from 2012 to now, even when I saw the movie for this video, just to refresh my memory, I'm like, God, you're amazing as a Joker. It's so funny how I forget, but how can I forget? Because he's iconic, and people are still trying to follow in his shoes.
Yeah, agree. Like, I do know that like people at the start were a little hesitant on Heath Ledger becoming the Joker.
Yeah,
because like he was a heartthrob, like he was a pretty boy. You didn't expect him. Kind of the same situation with Ben Affleck as Batman.
yeah.
Until like you saw the shots, like okay, not gonna lie, the first shots, like the I think promotional shots that they had for Joker, they were like, okay, this is not that great because it's pretty much like a studio.
Yeah.
He's in the middle, so he's like overly saturated, so it was kind of off-putting.
Yeah.
But when we see him like on screen, you're just like, whoa. I get it that the whole concept of like having makeup and like dyed hair is not really realistic, but here it was just like, oh, it's a statement.
Yeah.
This guy, and like of course he's trying to hide his own identity, but I love it that because of this character, it kind of reshaped what Joker was.
Yeah, he defied what the Joker was for our generation, definitely. He's the standard bearer. And it's funny, like, Christopher Nolan always wanted Heath Ledger as the Joker because he saw Brokeback Mountain and he was so impressed. But the other choices, I believe, were Adrian Brody, Paul Bettany, Steve Carell, and Robin Williams. And it came down to Heath Ledger, Hugo Weaving, and Sam Rockwell as the final three, and ultimately it went to Heath Ledger.
Sam Rockwell, wow. I think that would have been great, though. I love Sam Rockwell.
And in another universe, I would have liked to see Robin Williams or Steve Carell, just to see them not be comedians, because they are great dramatic actors. But again, Heath Ledger's amazing. He did his own makeup. He locked himself in a hotel room to just do the voice. Do his sticks,
Yeah. He did his own method acting, and it was very effective because he really brought the character to life.
Yeah.
Once we delved in deep within to his character with how he deals with situations and like
Yeah.
how he makes deals, how he takes care of problems. Or just like I believe that this is the agent of chaos. So, like
Yeah.
him having like playing chicken with Batman, where Batman's riding the motorcycle, he's like just like come at me. Like I was like, this guy is insane. Oh, it's a Joker, right?
Again, back to his mannerisms, like when Gordon is made commissioner and everybody's like, yeah, and he's just like, I was
Just
like,
I was like, you don't ruin it.
right? And like, I love this is essentially the hard place that Batman as the Rock of Gotham has to confront. Like he is like, if Batman won't move and the Joker won't move, and poor Gotham just caught between a rock and a hard place. You're like,
No, but that was the thing, that the Joker's an unstoppable force while Batman is an immovable object.
yeah,
That's why they're destined to do it forever, and I love that. I love that like they emphasize that throughout the entire movie, while both parties are just trying to outsmart each other.
yeah,
They're doing their best just to like, I need to figure out who this guy is so I can stop him. While Joker's just like, I want you to break.
right,
I want you to show yourself to the world.
yeah.
And like, yeah, he just wants everything to just fall apart. And no one shows us or gives us exposition on like why the Joker wants this. So he's just like the embodiment of a curveball in society.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love this entire character mixed with Christian Bale's Batman. But there's a point where Batman was very,
Where's Rachel? And you're like, like it's the only thing that gets over the top. Like when Harvey Dent and Gordon are meeting Batman, and it kind of looks like a scene from The Departed until Batman's like, I'll get him to talk. You're like, all right, this is the Batman movie. Kind of forgot that. Well,
I still love it. I still love it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't break it from time to time, but if it's your first time watching it, it will.
yeah, you're just like, can you not? You know what? I'll just learn to live with it, and you do. I still love the Hong Kong scene when Batman just pulls a Metal Gear 5, just swoops the guy from the building. It's like cool.
Oh yeah, you feel like the Fulton system is.
Yeah. Like the few times I have been in Hong Kong and I see that like Bay line, I'm like, where the fuck is the Batman building? I need to see it with my own eyes.
I need to stake it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
But yeah, as Alfred said, Batman has to learn that this man doesn't want money or power. He just wants to watch the world burn, and he's gonna take Batman to his limits, even though Bruce doesn't want to admit that Batman has limits. And Alfred's like, you might find out with this guy, so be careful.
I swear to God, if Joker was a Telltale game, or like was in a Telltale game, he's everybody's worst nightmare because he keeps putting you in like situations where you have to fucking choose. And I'm just like, oh Lord.
Yeah.
It's like you save your best friend who will help you defeat the bad guy, or your love interest. You're like, oh my God. I love. Yeah.
I was gonna say, before that, he was just fucking with Batman when he had Rachel over the window. Batman's like, let go of the girl.
Let her go.
Yeah.
Let her go. Poor choice of words. And he drops her. I was like, you asked.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he has a point, Bats. What the fuck? But yeah, poor Gotham has to survive, and it's White Knight, Harvey Dent. I believe that one of the reasons why the Dark Knight works so well is because of Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent. Like if he was done poorly, you'd be like, I don't care about this one. Like the stakes wouldn't be so high.
Well, yeah, a lot of movies do that. Where when they would introduce either a new character or like a another important character, it's either they gotta weigh it out, like, oh, we gotta give the main character more of the screen time compared to the other.
Yeah.
But Christopher Nolan did an amazing job.
Yeah.
With balancing out that they gave Harvey Dent enough screen time to be like, oh, that is a loss.
Yeah.
Oh, that is fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
When he turns, I'm like, that is understandable.
Yeah. like you buy his turn. Like this guy just tries to do the best, and he doesn't realize he's part of Joker's plan. He's just Joker's puppet, but he tries to be the White Knight. And like again, if Aaron Eckhart didn't do so well, if the writing didn't do so well, the last act wouldn't matter. You'd be like, I kind of don't care about Harvey Dent becoming Two-Face, but you do. And that iconic line of you either die a hero or become a villain, or you
live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah, that quote still resonates with anything today. You're like, I've seen that in real life. It's kind of haunting. And like everybody here in this movie did their part so well, like from Gordon to Lucius Fox to even Maggie Gyllenhaal's new Rachel. And like for a while, I was like, I kind of miss the old Rachel, but now I'm just like, yeah, I buy you as the same old Rachel, just a new actress.
Agreed. Yeah, where she's like an attorney now. Wait, what was she?
She's part of the district attorney team. I don't know how that management system works.
She's a DA.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just amazing how the cast reacts to seeing Heath Ledger as the Joker when the elevator opens and poor Michael Caine's just like, oh shit, that's terrifying. Or like the whole entire chase when they're protecting Harvey Dent, who pretends to be the Batman, and Christopher Nolan shows how much he loves practical effects. Like he didn't have to flip that entire truck realistically, but he did, and you're like, I appreciate that. Same with the bank heist. Same with a lot of these stunts that you're like, this is why Christopher Nolan has established himself as one of the best directors of our time, and I'm truly happy he's still making movies till this day.
He's making the Odyssey right now, so I can't wait.
I just saw the poster and I'm like, I want next year to come a bit faster, please. And like we can't talk about The Dark Knight without talking about that amazing interrogation scene where it's Batman and the Joker, and Joker just like can't do anything with your strength. What part of that don't you get?
Yeah, I love that. Like this guy will not break for you.
Yeah.
That is the immovable object. That is the unstoppable force with the immovable object.
Yeah.
Scene where Batman's putting out every tactic.
Yeah.
Every like little thing that he can do to like get him to talk. But it was Joker's choice to talk. He's just like, hey, I'm just gonna tell you anyway.
I love the scene when Gordon's like, yeah, Batman's got this. He's fine. He's under control. Smashes Joker.
He's not under control. And you see Batman jam the door with a chair.
And like you said, Joker lets Batman do this just so that one cop is like, I'm gonna teach you a lesson and I'm gonna try to enjoy it. Joker like easily like beats the shit out of, and you're like, oh, so you let Batman do this to you? Shit. And then the guy's just like, what do you want? He's like, I just want my phone call, man. And like you see how Joker just manipulates people to be like, hey man, are you willing to put a cell phone in you for me?
In your belly? Yeah, that was a really cool scene where like the thing blows up.
Yeah.
And you just see Joker just like crazily controlling the car, making it sway, his hair in the wind. I was like, that's where we're like, my God, how is Batman gonna stop this guy?
Yeah, like you've seen him in like the animated series easily defeat the Joker, and you're like, that's cool. But you see him in this movie, you're like, how in this setting are you gonna stop this man? Because this man won't stop until Gotham is just smoke and ruin. And he proves that by like making him choose like your love or the White Knight. What the fuck do you choose, Batman? And you're like, if I was Batman, I'd be like, Gordon, I don't know what to do. Help.
And like just a little bit of a twist. He switched the actresses.
Yeah.
So it kind of showed Batman himself that it was like, I would have chosen Rachel over the city.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, it really fucks with you.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, yeah, I get it that you told Gordon to go get Harvey.
Yeah.
You go get Rachel. But the fact that you went to Rachel already kind of messes up with your head. And I love that. I love that Joker had to do that to make Batman realize, like, you have your priorities skewed.
Yeah. When he opens the door, you can tell both Harvey and him are like, shit. I made the wrong choice.
Ah, no!
Yeah.
Why me? Yeah, and then it blows up. Rachel fucking dies.
Yeah.
Harvey gets half of his face burned off, and we get the hospital scene, which I love.
Yeah. Talking about chaos and now it's the only chance is the only thing that's fair and unbiased. And you're like,
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I mean, everybody has like done an analysis on this scene,
Yeah.
where they're like, yeah, Joker says, oh, it's always on chance,
Yeah.
but yes, you see the Joker's thumb on the hammer, so even though if Harvey does pull the trigger, it won't go off.
Yeah.
It was on the hammer. I mean, sorry. And I was just like, the little details.
Yeah.
They don't explain it. They never show. It was like, oh, I had control because I had my thumb on the hammer.
Yeah.
Never showed it.
Yeah, it's just him improvising, like going back a bit, like him changing his origin stories every time of like from like my father was a drunkard and a fiend to like my wife got in too deep with the sharks, and you're like, I thought you said it's your dad. What the fuck is it then?
Which is it? Who are you?
Right?
Are these this, like? Is it like timeline?
Yeah. Like as a kid, I was like, so did the dad do this, and the wife, did you do this to yourself? How does that make sense? I didn't realize, like, no, he's just bullshitting. And like he's the last bit of fucking with Batman and the GCPD, where it's like, hey, the hostages are actually the criminals, and the hostages are like as the bad guys. So he switches it around while he's fucking with the two fairies. You're like, how are you going to stop this, Batman?
Yeah. And he even fucks with the citizens themselves, where like they had to choose. They both have triggers to each other's boats.
Yeah.
Because they had to escape. Because the Joker's too much of a problem.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, anyway, both are rigged to explode. But if you don't choose by 12 midnight,
I'll
both
kill you.
blow.
Yeah.
I was like, even me, I was just like, how is this movie gonna end? I was so stressed out, and I loved every bit of it. Because I love it that, yes, we do have our disagreements with the choreography and how Batman fights in this movie.
Yeah.
It's fine. Because the way that Christopher Nolan directs Batman and how he wants Batman to be kind of compensates for that, where we see him pretty much take out the bad guys and the police force, making sure nobody kills each other.
Yeah.
Doing it at the same time. The man's multitasking.
Yeah.
Fight. I'm just like, how is he doing that? And I loved it. Like, you just saw that Christian Bale and Christopher Nolan Batman the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. I love this entire scene where like the SWAT team's like hanging off the side of the building because Batman really fucking Batman the shit out of it.
Yeah. I also love how desperate Batman becomes, where he's like, I'm gonna hack into everybody's cell phone so I can figure out where the fuck the Joker is, and even
which is a fucked up thing to do.
Yeah, Lucius is like, I'm not gonna be in Wayne Enterprises if this goes on. But yeah, I do love the last scene between Christian Bale's Batman and Heath Ledger's Joker, when he's like, we're destined to do this forever. And by the way, this whole fairy thing and this whole hostage situation isn't even my ace in my deck of cards. My ace is Harvey, and he's going to prove that even the White Knight can break. And you see what he did to Harvey, and that last exchange where Batman's like, we all decided to act. The Joker just chose you, Harvey. And then Harvey's like, why? All I wanted to do was make Gotham better, and this is what happened. You're like, you know what? I'm glad this movie ends on such a somewhat, it's not the city at stake, it's the soul of Gotham at stake between Gordon, Harvey, and Batman. And Batman is desperate enough for, it's like, I am going to break the one rule I swore I would never break, just to prove that Harvey Dent is still the White Knight, even though it's a big fat fucking lie.
Yeah. Which bleeds into the third movie, and I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman had to kill Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
Which is such a shocker for all of us, where we were just like, oh. Again, it's very gray. You gotta weigh it out. Is this really Batman? Is it not? Batman killed somebody.
Yeah.
He broke his one rule. Does that break the character? Does it not? We don't know. Was it necessary? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
You're just like, damn.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote this, give them a fucking raise. I'm like, even I'm conflicted.
Yeah.
And Batman had to make the hardest, like a hard choice where it's like, send them after me.
Yeah.
Like, I am at fault. I point the finger at me.
Yeah.
Just to save face for this city, just so it doesn't lose hope.
Yeah. That's so one of the best endings when Gordon's like he's a watchful protector, silent guardian, a dark knight, and Hans Zimmer's score just blasts through. You're like, God damn, what the fuck did I watch? Because that was amazing. Still is amazing till this day. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. That is why this is my favorite, like, Batman movie from the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, fair enough. I definitely see why it's everybody's favorite. Though it's funny that like you said people were conflicted with Batman killing at the time, like, and then we get Ben Affleck, we're like, I feel like I'm being desensitized right now.
He just mowed down a couple of trucks. The man did a flyby with his bat jet.
Yeah, and like, say what you will about Christian Bale's killing Harvey Dent, he didn't toss a fucking box at the fucker and then make his skull go crack. You're like, oh Jesus Christ. But going back to this movie, a fantastic movie. And like, say what you will about it feeling too much of like a Martin Scorsese movie with a Batman. But like, I'm just like, that's so fucking cool that they're like, let's make it realistic enough for you to be like, yeah, it can be any movie. It's just with Batman, and it goes out of the box that it was. You're told it's a comic book movie, but it's beyond that, and I appreciate any movie that can do that.
Yeah, I do love it that they made it really grounded. They made it very realistic, which I love it that the Robert Pattinson movies are trying to be as well.
Yeah.
With a little bit of caveat of like, oh yes, it's still a superhero movie.
Yeah.
We're still gonna give it that kind of style.
Yeah.
But here it was straight up grounded. It was its own identity. Christopher Nolan did a fucking great job doing it and making it so. And I'm just like, I don't know. I love it that they didn't they did lose the identity of Gotham City though. It was just straight up Chicago.
Yeah, that's true. That's a shame. Where the last movie you're like, it's so cool that Gotham's a Blade Runner-esque. Now you're just like, yeah, Chicago's kind of pretty. It just lost all of its mystique. That's all.
But it's fine. It still didn't like deter it from like the story itself and narrative itself. So you would still have a good time, even though, the city kind of lost its Gotham-ness.
Yeah. But yeah, without further ado, what would you rate this?
My favorite Batman movie, man. So it's 10 out of 10 for me.
Nice.
The pacing is great.
Yeah.
The acting is fucking great. Yes, I know we say that Christian Bale's Batman voice was a little over the top. It is a little bit jarring from time to time, but a lot of times it works. As soon as you get used to the voice, you're just like, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just roll with it at one point. But of course, like Gary Oldman's Commissioner Gordon, we kind of forgot to kind of mention his character and how big his character played in this entire story.
Oh yeah, he faked his own death, and then
that was a boss move. Like he dressed up as a SWAT, and he was just like, I was like, oh, you're alive.
Right. Even one of the first time I saw this, I was like, then how the fuck is he in the last movie? Because the trailer just came out. I was like, what?
Even though like they showed multiple villains, the only wasted one in my opinion was Scarecrow.
Oh
at the beginning of the movie. I just wanted to see more Scarecrow, but they introduced multiple villains.
Yeah.
There's the Joker, and then there is Two-Face.
Yeah.
And not a single one outshined the other. Both had great like screen time, enough runtime, enough dialogue to make them compelling. Yeah. And I love every bit of it. So I really thought like Harvey Dent was going to be like the next villain in the next movie, but sadly not. this also tied up with a very nice bow. The choreography, yes, is a little questionable. It's fine. Again, you just kind of like once you see it and get used to it, you're just like, okay, that's how it is.
Yeah.
The score is great by Hans Zimmer, and the ending itself, fucking amazing. I still, like, I think I watch this movie like, in a yearly basis. You know, sometimes maybe twice a year, just when I'm bored.
Yeah.
You know? And it's still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's right up there.
I have the Blu-ray. I do also watch it from time to time. Probably the most twice a year as well. But yeah, 10 out of 10 as well. Just because this film is so well crafted. Like the dialogue is excellent. Like I believe it was the New York Times that made a survey for actors and directors to give their opinions of what the best movies, the 100 best movies of the 21st century are. And the 2 best comic book movies, according to everybody in that poll, were Black Panther and The Dark Knight. And I'm like, you know what? Deserving for both. For what?
I wish they added like Spider-Man 2 there. That was pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tough competition. Like the fact that these two made it out, I'm like, yeah, I think what would define this half of the 21st century would be those two, just because of what The Dark Knight did for comic book movies and what Black Panther also did for comic book movies and for representation. You're like, deserving. I get that.
Great.
But yeah, I don't ever see this movie aging badly. Maybe just in terms of like more comic book accurate Batman, like Affleck and Pattinson are a bit more accurate, like straight out of the comic book pages. This really comes out of Christopher Nolan's like mind, and like I appreciate that. Like out of all the Batman, like of this century, you're like, yeah, these are 2 comic book accurate Batman, but if you want an artist's interpretation, it's like Guillermo's del Toro's Hellboy. It's not comic book accurate, but it's from his mind, and you're like, I want to see what you do with this lore, and I appreciate that it stands the test of time because of that. And again, the cast did great, and Nolan proved why he's here to stay, and I hope he makes movies as long as Spielberg has, because he definitely has deserved it. Same with Hans Zimmer. But yeah, again, nothing much more to say. Again, everybody and their mom and their dad has said everything about this movie on YouTube and other platforms. I'm sure they sung their praises on TikTok as well. We're just 2 geeks who love movies talking about a hero that we really do love. And hopefully, whatever James Gunn plans to do with the DCU, Batman has a place. I love the fact that James Gunn's just like, I'm not going to make Batman just because he's cool. I'm going to make Batman have a purpose in this universe.
That's true. And just saying, like, I wouldn't mind seeing Batman in like the blue and gray and yellow like suit.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, like you're gonna roll with this whole thing where he's wearing the spandex and the underwear. I'm like, cool, it works for me. I would love to see Batman have the same treatment.
Yeah.
But still make him, be the Dark Knight. And I do agree with everybody that the actor for Jack Ryan should play Batman.
Yeah.
Because, dude, like, say what you will about the suit. If it's like anyone maybe within like 6 foot or 5'11" or 5'12" and is wearing that suit, maybe it might not work. But if you have like a towering dude who's built like a brick shithouse, you'd be like, doesn't matter what the hell he's wearing, I am not fucking with that.
Right? Like, that is like prime Batman build. You're like, yeah, I believe you're the Batman.
Agreed. I would love to see a blonde Batman again,
Yeah. Not too young like Pattinson, but not too old like Ben Affleck. You're like, yeah, that's prime Batman, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, to the audience watching, what's your hopes and dreams for the future of Batman in cinema? And also, if Superman's out, what's your favorite DC movie until now? Whatever it is, comment down below. If you like to see more of us, we are on YouTube, obviously, so please leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify, so if you want to hear us on the go, you can follow us there, and TikTok to see our reactions to trailers, the latest trailers, and our best and funniest of skits. Individually, I'm Joe Forces on TikTok and Andrew on Letterboxd. Where can I find you?
You can find me at JohnJoM_ on Instagram. It is my account.
And until the next one, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.